Hello everyone, my name is Michael Chiksidobo from Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. I am a training delegate of Marana Global. In this video, I'll be sharing with you my ideas why organizations should always do a risk assessment before embarking on any activity. Before we start, we'll have to understand what the following terms means in risk assessment. What is accident, what is risk, and what is hazard. So for accidents can be described as an unplanned or an unexpected event that have led to harm or the damage of tools and equipment. Then we'll now go to hazards. What are hazards? Hazards can be described as anything with the potential to cause harm. Then we now ask, what is risk? Risk is the likelihood and the severity of a negative occurrence resulting from a hazard. So now what is risk assessment? A risk assessment is a systematic process of identifying hazards and evaluating any associated risk within the workplace, and also implementing measures to control these hazards identified. So why should organizations do risk assessments before carrying out an activity? It is very important for organizations to do this risk assessment because it will help them identify all the hazards involved with the operations, therefore mitigating against accidents, because they will be providing controls to mitigate against these hazards. So why do you do that? When accidents occur, there's a cost implication, that directly or indirectly. So if the hazards are properly identified with proper risk assessment, then those accidents are prevented. So it's important to do a risk assessment before carrying out any activities. Secondly, it is a legal requirement in some countries to do a risk assessment, so that when the authorities come and meet you doing an operation, they have to ask for the risk assessment. If it's not there, then you might be sanctioned for it. So to meet legal requirements, yes, risk assessment is also important. Even in Nigeria, when you do bids or when you plan to work for a client, they also require from your organization, from you, the one carrying out the job, to carry out a risk assessment for the job. Also, number three, it serves as a historical data bank. If you properly do your risk assessment, then you might have identified all the hazards and risk associated with a specific task. So in that way, if you have to repeat the same activity, it's just for you to go back to your data bank and bring out the previously done risk assessment for the same operations. While you might have to add some few things, it covers more than 70% of trying to rebuild again another assessment for the job. So you already have a data bank for every job done with a risk assessment, and therefore it saves time when carrying out other similar operations. Then number four, it serves as a way of awareness to the workforce when they are building your workforce on HSE, because the workers are always required to join in the risk identification process, in the hazard identification process. So they cannot identify one or two hazards, therefore it grows them in HSE. And in that way, the workforce are safety cautious because they have not been groomed to identify risk and hazards in operation. So you have a safe work team, which is a very good one in carrying out any activities. So understanding this whole scope and idea of doing a risk assessment, it's a very, very important thing for an organization. And when they understand this, it enables them work safely without any cost from accidents. So thank you for watching this video. Remember to always work safe. Have a great day.